You can start by either using the MyWhiteboard app, which comes on all of our Windows devices. I would type out My ViewBoard Whiteboard, that's the full name of the application, and I would click the yellow cloud right here. Or you can use the website. The website is called myviewboard.com. You would just sign in with your CCSD21 Google account. You would want to do this so that you can save to Google Drive and also pull files from Google Drive. One option to create an activity from scratch is actually just using the MyWhiteboard software on its own. We have a whole separate video about MyWhiteboard basics. You can watch that video to find out all the features and different elements you can add to create an activity. So on the web version, we have this button where I can actually change my background. And if I go to Originals, they have all sorts of pictures already ready for me to choose from. Something I know that's very popular is to do a calendar activity. So I can choose one of these pictures. It'll ask me, do I want it on all pages or just this page? I choose the option. And then this could be the whole activity. You could have the kids then draw the different dates or talk about the weather on this lesson. If you do want to take it a step farther though, you could actually combine MyWhiteboard with an existing graphic arts tool you already use. This could be Adobe Express, Google Slides, or I'm going to show you one I made in Canva. I started with a template and I manipulated it to have different activities such as drag and drop. The kids can draw, they can cross out an animal, etc. The thing to note with this though is that you have to have one PDF file as your background, and then anything you want the kids to move around needs to be its own separate file, like its own separate picture. Otherwise, anything I stick on this page is gonna just be part of the background and it's all gonna act as one big image. You'll see what I mean in just a second. So I created my lesson here. I'm going to hit share. I'm going to download. I'll choose PDF print for the best quality. I'm going to download all the pages. I could also pull images from any other royalty-free website. I decided to have a whole other file here with some animals, so the kids can drag and drop animals. If you're gonna do it like me, I would then have your animals all on one file like this, hit share, download, and do a high quality PNG file. And this way I'm going to download all these pictures and I'll be able to move them into my lesson. You can just click your files down here. And if you already have everything in one folder, that's really helpful. I'm going to drag that background PDF into my lesson right now. So I just choose it and I dragged and dropped it in. Great. So now it's asking me which pages I want to import. I'm going to choose select all. It's wanting me to choose if I want this as an object or a background. Object means the kids are going to be able to move it around. Background will always stay fixed in one place in the back, which is what I want. And then you choose if you want either landscape or portrait. You have to click on one of these in order for everything to load. So I'll do that. Perfect. All right, I can use these arrows to go back and forth between pages. This spot is where I want all the animals, so the kids can drag out the ones that live in a forest. So I had all those animals already saved. Great, so now I have all my animals. I dragged and dropped each one into this file, and now you'll see what I mean. I can click on one and move it around, rather than having everything stuck to the background. Now I'm going to save this activity. To do this, I'll go to the yellow folder, I'll choose the Save As button, which has a pencil on it, and you'll notice that this saves as .olf. This is the type of file that we use with the ViewSonic that's interactive, that allows for drag and drop or drawing or what have you. If you were to just save this as a PDF or a Google Slides document, you could also do that, but just know that those sorts of documents will just be static in the background. If you want the drag and drop elements and those interactive pieces, you need to save it as .olf. So I'm going to hit the check.
Pull your lesson up on your computer and connect with the HDMI and USB cables, or the VCast app, or use the MyWhiteboard app on your ViewSonic and sign in with Drive, or use a flash drive to pull up the lesson.
Another tip I have for you, ViewSonic actually has its own original lessons that you can choose from if you don't want to completely start from scratch. Down in the description box, we have a link to this page I'm showing you right now, which is all their free lessons. You can choose one, you can preview it, you can click the 3 dots to download. It'll download as that .olf file, and then you could even add your own customizations to it, or you can just use it as is with your class right away.